What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here around One Sports TV. I am your host. Hold on, I got my speaker echoing. All right, what's up, guys? Ah, what a day! What a day! What a day! What's up, fight fans? And we are back here. We're talking more about the latest stories in boxing. Anything that's on your mind, Armando? How you doing? In the building? What's up? How you guys feeling out there tonight? Me, actually, right? I'm in hot water. Okay. All right. All right. I'm that guy. Okay. I became that guy today. My girl comes home today. She looks at me. She says, "You have anything to say to me?" I'm like, "What? What?" And my daughter looks at me and she goes, "Oh, it's mom's birthday." That snuck up on me. Yo, so I've been like for the last 2 hours just straight kissing butt here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little late. The day just snuck up on me, man. August 1st. Listen. So I'm that guy. I'm him. That's why I'm running a little late today. Actually, I'm no, yeah, I'm a little late, but yeah, that's been my afternoon right so far. So let's talk about these fights. Terence Crawford right now, Israel Mazumov. Uh, the fight is being reported that it is struggling right now for ticket sales. And I wanted to ask you guys a question on this. What do you guys think that this reflects on boxing as like hard because as hardcore fans, a lot of fans that love boxing should know about this fight, the Terence Crawford card out there in LA, right? And it's one of the biggest fight cards of the year, right? I would have thought that the thing would have sold out in the middle of a couple hours, and it didn't. What does this say about boxing? What does this say that there's a lot of boxing fans here that are just individual boxing fans, or that the casuals don't really, what's this say about boxing? They just went on right now on I think on Ticketmaster or whatever ticket site you want to go on, and they just cut the Terence Crawford ticket sale tickets 50% off. Yeah. So now all the tickets for that fight are 50% off. It'll probably maybe perhaps sell out now going towards the end, but that worries me because, like, will the Prince Turkey Al-Sheet, will he like, does he understand this about boxing? Is he gonna have patience with boxing? Um, and I also believe that after the show and after all these fights on this card is when people will also start to come around and realize they might have missed one of the best fights or one of the best nights in boxing. When they hear about everybody that's coming out and all the fights and hopefully, we get some real fireworks. They're gonna need, this card to really pop off, So, um, what do you guys think about that? Why do you think Terence Crawford right now is struggling to sell tickets for this fight when he has so many big fights on the card? What's the problem here? So I have an opinion. I have an opinion, but I wanted to see what, yeah, 50% off right now. Armando. Armando, we could go to this fight, dog. We'll go to the fight. I got a couple dollars. Say less, nigga. Yo. Well, we be out, Armando. Don't mess with me. You know what I mean? 50%, baby. You know what I mean? Swing through in the whip, bro. We out. Yo. But Yeah, I have an opinion on what's going on with Terence Crawford, and my opinion is this: I truly think that Terence Crawford is being blackballed in boxing. That's what I'm starting to think. I remember that Terence Crawford had a lot of problems with Top Rank and Bob Arum, and these kind of guys, they can really blackball you if you don't do what they say, or you got in bed with them. Pause. And did some shady business deals and shit, and then backed out and decided to go on your own when they feel like they were responsible for your career, and then you walk out and want to become a free agent. I think they're starting to blackball him. Yeah, and the powers that be are secretly like telling people not to like go to the fight or buy the tickets or whatever. And I think that this is the power move on boxing, speaking up against Terence Crawford and the powers that be. Yeah, I really do. Because Terence Crawford is the best fighter we have out here, and there should be no reason for a card like this to be struggling on ticket sales. There's just too many fighters and fights on this card for that the boxing public, to not be like aware of this. Or is this another case where that Terence Crawford is fighting too not enough a year to pay in this to stay in the people's mind? He's fighting once a year, right? And is this the people speaking up against, his lack of inactivity? What is it? I don't know. I don't have a definitive answer for you. But I know that if I had it my way, I would be front row right now at the Terence Crawford fight. If it had it not been for like, it's just a lot. It's the fight itself, the hotels, the rental cars, you know, the flight back. It's just a lot right now for me to be able to go out there. But eventually I'm gonna catch these big fights like this. And I'll be in position where that I'll always be at these fights and I'm going to be there. And that's without a question, and there'll be more fights for me to cover and report. Um, and I'm gonna do so. But it was interesting that all this was taking place. So yeah, what do you guys think about it? Why is this card in so much trouble? I don't understand it. Like, this is where we have to support boxing. This is where the fight fans gotta really like come behind. And then you see these arguments that all these people go online and like argue. No, Terence Crawford. How could you say that Terence Crawford is not the best fighter in the world? How could you say Tank and Shakur? But when it comes time to promote, I'm backing up these fighters. Look at how the people talk. This is louder than words right here. We're days away from the fight. 2 days, a day and a wake up, and the fight is not sold out. A day and a wake up, it's not sold out. Ticket sales are 50% off right now. Come on, guys. So I'm I'm a little baffled. What does this mean? What does this mean for the fight fans? Like, and I told you guys, man, Americans, we're so goddamn spoiled that whenever we see greatness, it's hard for us to tell. A lot of people have, gone through sports, and then at the end you watch videotape on them and say, "Oh, look how great he was." When Michael Jordan left the NBA, I stopped watching basketball. I really don't think I've ever watched or had a passion for it after he left, to tell you the truth. Same fucking thing happened to me with NFL with Tom Brady. The same thing, bro. Soon as Tom Brady left the NFL, bro, I don't know if I watched more than 5 games. That's the truth. Sometimes when legacy, when legends and goats are around, you don't want to miss them, because once they're gone, they're gone. Once Terence Crawford is gone, he is gone. And we have a chance to see him, and we're not. How many more fights does Terence Crawford have? How many? Yo, when that man walks away, people are going, they're not going to appreciate him until he's gone. And then we're going to be like, "Oh, where the big fights at? Where did all the best guys are gone?" What's up, Bam Bam Boogie? What's up, Amando? What's up, Carlos? What's up, guys? Salute to everybody in the chat. You heard that the tickets prices were through the roof and that they had to drop the prices? Those ticket prices were no more expensive than a Tank Davis fight. They weren't like stupid like when he had Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. They were the same, and they had that, and like they could say whatever they want, man. When a promotion has to lower ticket sales, the last time I saw that was actually in a Ryan Garcia fight, to tell you the truth. If I'm being honest. I forgot who it was that Ryan fought. I think it was Oscar. That dude, that Oscar that he knocked out his back molder. Remember that fight? They Oscar De La Hoya at like the last day started selling the tickets for like $25 or some shit like that. Where they like stupidly cut the tickets down and shit. Yeah, that was the last time I saw that. And have you, but are supposed to come out and support their favorite fighter, but it doesn't seem like that's being the case right now. Um, and we'll see, and we'll see. We'll see. What does this mean for boxing, man? And who are the fans supporting now? You know, um, uh, a lot of people are gonna have a lot to say. They're gonna say Terence Crawford couldn't even sell out, but yet you want me to believe he's the face of boxing when Tank Davis is having nights like this. And that's where Tank Davis is gonna come out and say, I'm the face of boxing, you know? Well, in my opinion, there's a few faces in boxing, and I believe the face of boxing should be the men and women that have the most responsibility and the biggest star status. Period. If you have a big following and you're a big star, you have a responsibility as the face of your sport to also promote your sport, but also act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, they could be multiple faces of boxing. I think Tank Davis is the face of the 135. I think Terence Crawford is the new face go entering the 154. I think that now, yeah, anyways, the face out there. Um, I think that Usyk is the face of boxing in the heavyweight division. There's a lot. There's a lot, and I don't think there's just one guy in particular that's carrying the face of boxing. I also believe that Saul Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing for the 168 and his following. So, um, I don't think in particular there's just one, and they shouldn't be one, and we should acknowledge that all these men are doing the same thing, trying to elevate the sport, and that's what we want. By people talking about Ismail that he doesn't have a chance in this fight, and all the talk that Terence Crawford is going to walk that guy down, that could have affected ticket sales. People are going to say, well, this guy just said this guy's no good for him, and Terence is the best fighter in the world. So why the fuck should we go watch this fight when it's going to be a one-sided event? That's what you get for not talking up your other guy. That's why Floyd Mayweather is notorious for always giving his opposition credit, whether or not they were talking themselves up, Mayweather would talk them up for them. He knew the importance of the win. He knew that if he talked his opponent up and people were like, oh, this guy's a killer, even Mayweather saying it, when he beat him, he got good credit for the win. Israel and Tank Davis fans have not given Israel not a shot in the dark. That's all they've been promoting all over YouTube. That Israel is a bum and they've been getting their facts, and why. Now look at what's going on with ticket sales. He's fighting a bum, according to you guys. This is what you fed passionately to the public. And now look how the people are not turning out for your champion. This is all due in part to you guys. Isn't this what you promoted? Isn't this what you so valiant you argued? Tooth and nail. No one can beat Terence Crawford, and no one's on his level. Well, then damn it, if no one's on his level, why the fuck am I going to see him fight? Ain't nobody going to beat him. I ain't putting money on that. It's just a one-sided event. If you put money on Terence Crawford, you ain't going to win nothing. Because the way you guys talked it up so much. That's why I believe the significance of giving your opposition and your opponent credit. Making it so that people see the danger that this guy and the challenges that this opponent brings. Had we made it interesting about Ishmael, how dangerous and effective and how he's been knocking people out, and although he has a low boxing record, it goes to show you how dangerous he is. With only that many fights, he became a world champion. He moved right up the ladder. That's how dangerous he is. That's what you guys should have said. That's what you guys should have put out for your champion. But yet, if I say Naoya Inoue is better than Terence Crawford, I'm a hater. But you guys won't even support your champion in the correct way. Where's all the support at now? I won't see it. I was trying to tell y'all from the beginning, stop doing that. Stop attacking the other guy. Stop talking down the other fighter all the time. It wasn't going to help you guys. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, what's up, Armando? What you saying? Carlos, what you saying? When fighters start the shit talking on social media, it is an attraction and it is a detraction, and it is the fact that sells tickets. Yeah, I'm yo, listen, look, shit talking, there's an art to shit talking. In shit talking, you can't lose focus. It's very easy when you start shit talking to veer onto other shit you shouldn't be talking about. Now, basic boxing shit talking, right, consists of on the night of the fight, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm knocking you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ba ba ba, like that. That's your basic shit talking. And we could do that. We could say, bro, you're not on my level. You're not gonna beat me. The boxers are doing that. And us as fans and reporters should double back and go and say, and give viewpoints on both fighters. Look at the intensity in this one. Look at the intensity in this one. They both mean business. And then talk about their training camps and their victories or losses. And then give in detail why this opponent's such a threat. And the champion, why you believe he's going to win. Build the fight up. There would have been some suspense to it. Now, a good 85% of the people of the boxing public leading all the way up into this Terence Crawford fight were fed that Israel doesn't have a chance. No matter what YouTube channel they clicked on, there wasn't one YouTube channel maybe one or two, but that's about it. And that's what the people, the one or two channels that were supporting it like that, that's why they bought some tickets, right? So, and I'm not saying that that's exactly why. I'm hypothetically speaking here, right? This could be one of the issues. Is it definitively? I don't know that. Okay. So let me not talk like and confuse anyone like this is exactly what's going on. I'm just making a reference point to what I believe could be happening. You understand? This is not like I know that this is exactly what's going on. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just like breaking it down in my head. I'm saying I'm noticing shit. Yeah, like all those YouTube channels were saying this dude didn't have a chance. They all talked this guy down. And I'm starting to like break it down and I'm saying to myself, man, if I was a casual fan, perhaps that was one of the turnoffs. That this was not going to be an exciting fight because everybody's saying it's a one-sided event. So, or like I said as well, I think they're blackballing Terence Crawford. And the powers that be are like fucking moving the pieces around the board. Yeah. I don't know, man. Masamal has a chance. This is boxing, but he is A10 fight. Not truth is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world should be fighting him. Actually, right, Jerry, right? Check it out. The the only reason why Terence Crawford is fighting him is because he has a world title. Whether or not his record reflects on the fact that you say that he shouldn't be fighting a man like that. Well, what would have a man like that having a world title in the first place? How the fuck did a guy with a record like that get a world title? That means he has to be good. That means he moved up the ladder fairly well. He took chances and it paid off for him. Apparently, he was better than, and he beat out everybody else in the WBA ranking to become the champion. So you got to acknowledge that. Fights in the pros, yeah, they count. Experience, yes, it counts. We don't know how much experience he already had in the amateurs. Well, anyway, I'll speak for myself. I don't know the exact number of how many amateur fights he had in the pros, but obviously he was a fighter and he moved up pretty fast. For the fact that Terence Crawford's fighting him is because he made himself available to fight a fighter and share the ring with a fighter such as Terence Crawford, which is a big honor. He put himself in line, in position. Ishmael. Had it not been Ishmael, anybody else owns the title, Terence Crawford wouldn't be fighting Ishmael. So let's just keep that 100. The only reason why Terence Crawford is fighting him is because he has that belt. That is it. Ishmael didn't have that belt. Terence Crawford would never be fighting him. You wouldn't know his name right now. You see? So that's the reason why a man like Terence Crawford should be fighting a man like Ishmael because he made himself a champion. Ishmael deserves this fight. He put himself in, he hit the lottery fight. He put himself in position. He won the title. He deserves the fight. Oh, man, listen, I will look no further than Rolly. I mean, the WBA organization is it's just a shit show, bro. Their ranking system is truly like, I mean, they're champions. For as stubborn as an organization, that's why they're going through what they're going through. and it's tough to get good champions to wrap them belts around their waist because, and in some cases, that organization doesn't always make the right move. You know what I mean? And they don't always have the best champions in the world. Rolly, in case in point, and I hear you on that one, right? So, like Terence Crawford this was given an opportunity. He was the first champion to say yes. He took the opportunity. You know what I mean? As far as the four belt era, you know what I mean? Look, I can understand that at times boxing can be real misleading. Okay. And they'll do something for one fighter and do the exact same thing for another fighter. And they'll say both fighters got favoritism when that wouldn't be further from the truth. Stay with me, right? Meaning, at once upon a time, I could only see red at this time because I was so fucking mad with all the moves they were doing with Vasily Lomachenko. I believe that Vasily was a great fighter, and the way they moved him wrong along in his career, he got a second in his only second professional fight. He got a world title fight. He lost it in only 4 fights. They ended up giving him another title fight. And I felt like, wow, look at the favoritism. Look at the favoritism in boxing, bro. Look at how some people are getting blatant fucking the sport is corrupt, right? And then I have to think some of these situations through. I gotta really think these situations through. Because although I seen that happen with another man, and I said, look, there it goes again. That's what made me realize that the first one wasn't so. Stay with me. Meaning, I gotta admit, Lomachenko deserved that shot for the two on his second. He deserved the shot at the title on only his second professional fight. He actually did. Stay with me. You know why? Because he won 2 gold medals coming from the Olympics. You win 1 gold medal like Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, and your career will catapult as long as you're doing good. Ro- Robesi, Ramirez, fighters like that. Your careers will catapult. You'll get little cool nicknames like Golden Boy, the Golden Child. You know what I'm saying? The Golden One. They'll give you like cool nicknames because with a gold medal, that's why Floyd Mayweather's career didn't take off when he entered to the pros. Floyd didn't have a silver or a gold. He had a bronze. Floyd had a bronze medal. When he came into boxing, he was fighter, the first fighter from his Olympic team to compete for a title. Floyd Mayweather. Yes, he was. With no gold medal. But he did it fight for fight. You see? Vasily had 2 fucking gold medals. So the fact that boxing would promote a 2-time gold medalist is likely. That's likely. That's what gold medals do for you. What is the significance of going to the Olympics for? To try to get a gold medal? Why they tell you? Because if you come into boxing with a gold medal, you'll get a quicker shot at a title. Long as you win. Well, Vasily came into the game with not 1 but 2. Right? So I was like, shit. They did kind of fucking, yeah, they would have gave a fighter such a decorated from the amateurs like that and having 2 world gold medals a fucking fight on his second fight. Yeah. Yeah. But him losing it and then getting on his fourth, I was like, fuck, that's shady, right? Because he should be going back at the end of the line. But the other organization gave him a crack at it. A different sanctioning body than the original one that gave him his first crack. They had the right to do that. They want to put their belt against the Golden Boy, the guy that has the 2 gold medals. So when I thought that there was a lot of favoritism for Vasily, he actually earned that. There were a lot of other moves they did for Vasily that he didn't earn. He had already fucking got in top rank in a good, promotional company. Now they were doing a little bit of shady moves, franchising his belt. All of that is corruption. All of that shit is corruption. And they were showing Vasily favoritism, just straight up in those regards. But in some points of his career, yeah, he earned it. Yeah, nah, you're gonna get a title fight right away if you get fucking a gold medal, man. There are people that had gold medals in interboxing and kind of faded away, but they sucked. They didn't win. They didn't fight anybody. They came in for the tomato can, and they just thought that gold medal and stood fighting tomato cans. You're not gonna go nowhere like that. But if you let it be known that you want to take risk and you want to, yeah, they're gonna boom. They're gonna give you the shot. No doubt he was a boy. He was a man fighting boys in the amateur. Who the fuck stays in the amateur for 2 gold medals? Why would you do that? All you need is 1 gold medal. He would have got the same treatment for 1 gold medal than them two. I think that's just another 4 years wasted out of your life. And that's why Vasily came into boxing so late. His father always wanted an advantage for him. He kept him in the fucking Olympics and late into his 20s fighting kids, just boys, beating on him. His father doesn't want him fighting the top American black athletes, boxers, but he'll fight the middle guys. But when it comes to our best, the Tanks, the Shakurs of the world, he won't fight them. Then he finally got the balls to fight Devin Haney because Devin Haney made him an offer he couldn't refuse. 4 belts. And then he okay, now I'll fight him. It's like he's a fucking diva. And Loma thinks that boxing should cater to him. No, my heart's not in it. I'm not motivated. And I already said this. Brother, don't play with boxing. If your heart's not in it and you weren't motivated, then you shouldn't have won that world title in Australia against George Camboza. Don't hold that belt and hold up the division. And that belt can go to someone else that was dreaming about becoming a world champion, and you want to play boxing. If your heart's not in it and you're not motivated, vacate that belt. Go and then just go fight money fights without the belt. But that's Tank Davis should be fighting for that belt right now. But because you're not motivated and you want to fuck around and play around with boxing, Loma, and you think that you're a 2-time gold medalist, fucking Adonis, right? Fucking diva, that you're going to tell everybody when you want to fight. When you know, Loma, we've all wanted these big fights, and your ass ain't been back in the ring since Devin, since you started crying that you couldn't accept the loss. Loma's a hell of a fucking fighter. He's an incredible fighter, right? And I wish he would do more fighting than politicking and crying. Because there's nothing wrong with Loma when it comes to fighting. It's his dad, his management, the promotion, and they're putting all this in his head. Don't play around with the sport then. And then Loma gets to duck out the back door with a single tweet to social media. My heart's not in it. I'm not motivated. Since he put out that tweet, how many people have given Loma shit? How many people have turned on Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis? Nah, fuck that. Loma publicly came out and said, I will not fight my countrymen. He will not fight the other Ukrainian champion at 135. Really? So now there's a rule where Ukrainian fighters don't have to fight Ukrainian fighters? Motherfucker. Well, you know what? The U.S. guy doesn't want to fight the other U.S. guy. Tank won't fight Shakur then. Because if Loma could do it and get away with it and get no scrutiny, Then why are our guys, our boys, getting all the fucking shit? Why? Because we're Americans and we're savages and we're hard to impress and we're always looking for the next one. We don't value the men and women that are standing in front of us that are putting it all on the line. As you can see, your best, my best American fighter, Terence Crawford, is having trouble selling out right now. Had I known that, I probably would have went and bought a ticket myself. I don't know how I was going to get out there, but fuck. Listen, man. You guys can't be talking all this crazy shit online, but showing no support to the fighters. You know what I mean? And I know everybody don't got it like that. You know, everybody don't got it just to get up and just go and shit. But motherfucker, I know there's some people that live in LA. I know there's some people that live in LA that are boxing fans. You know, there's enough people out there to fill that up. Why they ain't there? So, look, guys, I don't know. I don't know. What the hell are you guys talking about, Frontline? And then we got this fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez and Berlanga. Personally, if I had an opportunity to get a word out to Berlanga, I hope Berlanga heard every message and every word I said on every channel or every platform I've ever talked about his ass. And I hope he takes that and it lights a fire under his ass. I hope he sees the hurt and the letdown he has given the Puerto Rican fans, some of us. And I'm going to speak for myself. I expected a lot from Berlanga. And I was like, at one point, talking him up a lot. I saw how boxing swallowed him up whole. And he became more enamored with the gold chains and hanging out and what his haircut was like than what he was doing in the gym. I'm real critical on Berlanga because of the fact that I don't want all my Puerto Rican boxing fans to get heartbroken so bad. So I decided to be the guy that was standing on the limb just in case, but inside of me, I want Berlanga to win and I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Berlanga, but I really don't want to say it. Um, I hope Berlanga, man, shows up so bad, bro. I hope he ends this fucking Canelo fucking um terror attack. He's a fucking terrorist. He's fucking he's a Nazi with those belts, and to break this cycle. And Berlanga, man, you know, I want all the Puerto Rican people to support him. I want the people to show up and show out for him, but I want him to do the same. Berlanga could go in there and lose, but if he gets a good account of himself, I will be proud of him. I will be proud. I'll be so happy for him, for Berlanga. But he has to give a good account. He goes in there, bro, and he folds up and he takes a couple shots and he gets knocked out bad and he has a bad performance. It's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth. Like, man, I'm gonna be like, man, I told y'all so. I'm gonna be pissed, because I'm tired of supporting that fighter that I know that's fucking off. Why should I support you when you're not fucking dedicated 100%? So you want me to get behind you because you want to fuck off? And Berlanga, man, as far as the fight fans and the Puerto Rican fans, listen, don't get me confused. Support him. Support him. I know I'm mad at him. I don't think he deserves this fight. I don't think he's qualified to fight a fight like this. I think they're setting him up. But with all that being said, they're gonna set him up. They're gonna do everything, you know. And maybe I said something to piss him off. Maybe somebody showed him my video and was like, "Look, the Puerto Ricans ain't believing in you. Look at we got this guy at Round One Sports Talk talking shit. Yeah, come on my fucking platform, dude. And I'll tell you to your face, I fucking love you, bro. And I wish you the best. But if you're not gonna train and you're gonna fucking just try to write off a name and you think you're gonna try to like slide in the room of some of the best boricuas to ever lace it up, and you want to be in a conversation with those men because of what? What have you done? Man, I love all boxers and I love Berlanga too. But Berlanga, I can be critical to you. Wake the fuck up and get in there, bro. Give a good account of yourself. And just maybe, he pulls the biggest upset of his career. If Jaime Munguia couldn't do it, and I think Jaime's better than Berlanga. Yeah, I do. Jaime Munguia couldn't do it. Ryder didn't do it. I think Ryder's better than Berlanga. Yep. I think all the guys that fought Saul in his last 5 fights, all of them are better than Berlanga. All of the guys he beat his last 5 fighters will all beat Berlanga. Berlanga hasn't fought anybody. And I'm talking about not one person. He hasn't fought anybody in the top 15. Like a real top 15. Not some fucking pushed along dude because there was nobody else to fill in a name. You know, I'm talking about had they had 5 top 15 fucking, you know, decent guys, he ain't fought none of them. So I just hope that, you know, he's taking this fight so seriously. Like he wanted it. They talked him into taking it. You got the lottery fight, kid. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, are you gonna go on social media and take your shirt off and show everybody your body and convince us just because you're flexing on social media that we're supposed to back you and support you? I'm not sure if a pec muscle can box. No, you just put your hands, right? Yeah. So put back on your shirt and go back in the fucking gym. Like, I don't know if he realizes what this fucking does. I don't know if Edgar Berlanga knows how many Puerto Rican people are actually supporting him. I don't know if Edgar Berlanga knows how many Puerto Rican people are like putting their confidence in him over a Puerto Rican Mexico rivalry. I don't know if Edgar Berlanga understands that there's some kid out there that their father is actually telling them that he's gonna win this fight. Because there's diehard Puerto Rican fans and they're not going against the Puerto Rican code. So with all that being said, Berlanga, you have a responsibility, bro. And I don't feel like getting hurt, bro. And I don't feel like being the guy that just agrees with everybody else because it's just the right thing to do. Nah. I know what my eyes tell me. I know my eyes tell me he ain't ready for this fight. There is no case I could be present in court that can prove that Berlanga deserves a fight against Saul Canelo Alvarez, and on skill wise, that they're somewhere in the same ballpark. That somehow this fight is going to turn into a competitive fight. You couldn't build a case for Berlanga. Don't even try it, bro. I tried it. I was going to do it tonight. I lost miserably. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I suggest you do not look up Berlanga's boxing record on pro boxing. Please do not do that. I'm asking you, don't do it. And then after that, please do not Look up Saul Canelo Alvarez's boxing record. Please, I beg you, don't do it because you're going to see the truth. That's what kind of man is fighting that kind of man. Period. Period. It's not like where Terence Crawford is fighting Ishmael, right? And at least Ishmael made himself a champion with a small record, which means he's good. He's championship material. But in this scenario, Berlanga don't got nothing. He don't got a good name on his record. He's never competed for a world title. He's never owned a world title. He don't got world title championship experience. Nothing. He is so outmatched in this fight on paper. It is fucking ridiculous. But yet, oh man, what'd you say? You're Puerto Rican and you're not going for Berlanga? No, I'm a Puerto Rican and I'm not stupid. I don't bet with my heart. I look at what's real, what's facts. Just because I'm Puerto Rican doesn't mean I gotta be dumb. Fuck that. The only thing I hope is that he goes in and gives a good account for himself. And secretly, I'm cheering for Edgar Berlanga. Yes, I am. And secretly, I want Edgar Berlanga to win. And secretly, I want Edgar Berlanga to shut me up. And I want the world to come back on my channel and say, yo, I thought you said Edgar Berlanga wasn't going to win this fight. I want everybody to criticize me because that is criticism well taken. Because if I'm getting that criticism, that means that there is a new Puerto Rican 168-pound champion of the world. And baby, I'll take all the criticism of the world if that's the outcome. Hell yeah, I'll be on bright and early. Come on, come yell at me. Because at the end of the day, look what we got. See what I'm saying? But I'm not sure. I'm not sure that Berlanga is that guy, man. He hasn't proven that he's that guy. You know, that last guy he knocked out is not Saul Canelo Alvarez, man. Saul's a beast. And listen, I wish Berlanga the best. Little pissed off that he was the one that got the opportunity because, for a lot of reasons. One, he wasn't ready. Two, he really didn't deserve it. Three, he's not a worthy opponent, and the list goes on. And then I get mad at another part of it because I feel like they're trying to take our Puerto Rican fighters and push them in against these great Mexican fighters just to beat on them so that Mexico can show that they're beating up on Puerto Rican fighters. And I don't like that. And I think if you're going to fight one of my Puerto Rican fighters against one of your best Puerto Rican fighters, then it should be one of the best Puerto Rican fighters against one of your best Mexican fighters. It shouldn't be your best Mexican fighter against our like fucking 228th Puerto Rican fighter. Like, fuck out of here, bro. And then you're going to try to make it like a super fight. They're going to try to sell it to you like an epic Puerto Rican Mexico rivalry. No, motherfuckers. This is an unfair advantage fight. This is what this is. And you guys are taking our flags, waving it in front of us, and telling the unsuspected fan that these both guys are evenly matched and that this is a competitive fight. That's what you're trying to sell it to us? And the rest of us, like the real fighting fans, we know what Saul's doing again. How many times have he done this very same thing for cherry picking? Saul Canelo Alvarez is a professional cherry picker. His great-great-grandfather was a cherry picker. His great-great-great-grandpappy was a cherry picker. And now Saul is a little baby cherry picker. you know? So, like, man, look, it's an awesome, it's an awesome experience, guys. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Carlos, okay, let me check my things. I'm moving up because Bam Bam always be saying some slick shit. And I gotta catch him. Yo, will Puerto Rico accept Berlanga if he goes in there and shits the bed? Nah, Berlanga was on probation coming off his last knockout for fans supporting him. The fans were upset from them lackluster performance one after another. He had like four lackluster performances, bro. It's ridiculous. He looked like shit. And if he goes out there and gets wiped down, bro, Berlanga, the only way out of that hole, he's the only one could get himself out of that hole. He would have to really get dedicated and come in and like go on a crazy winning streak. Just eat, sleep, shit, boxings type shit. And if he's not doing that now, why would I think he would just turn into that person? I don't, you know, you got to train to be that person. Keep speaking for the Puerto Rican people, but I will ride with mine with lose, win or lose. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely, frontline. Always ride with them. Yes, I admit I do not hold the belt. Front line. Jerry says, and do you not look at yeah, yeah, I explained that. Yeah, I'm just reading the messages a little backwards. So I think I answered that question. Munguia would knock out Berlanga. Hell yeah, he would. Carlos said that. See here. Yeah, guys, it's like, oh, listen, and if anybody wants to hop in, join, whatever, um I'm gonna put down will it let me? Yeah. I just put down the link, and if anybody wants to hop on and share their opinion on the fight, if you guys want to talk about it with respect, you want to come in, turn on your camera and turn on your mic. You don't want to show your face, you want to hide behind it. I don't give a fuck neither. But as long as we can hear your voice, and we can come in and with respect talk about boxing and see what you guys have to say. If anybody wants to join, if anybody, there's the link right there. Yeah, I'm gonna support Belenga, brother Carlos. I'm just critical with him. You guys know me. You guys heard me. I'm pretty sure you heard me talk enough about Berlanga, and people will take that as shit talking. No, I'm just fucking mad. I'm mad at boxing again. Boxing is doing this stupid shit. Len Saul fucking gonna go and beat on our guy. And had to be one of a Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? Like type shit. And I'm just like, fucking Saul, bro. And I mean, it's a good experience for Berlanga. He gets to share the ring with a man such as Saul Canelo Alvarez. That name alone on your resume, win, lose, or draw. It's a good name to have. You could actually say that you shared the ring with him, so it's a good experience. But in that experience, you want to win. You want to win. And the only thing is that I wanted the fight at least to be competitive. Okay. When their skill gap is so far apart between Saul and Berlanga, there's a huge skill gap in there. And that's where I didn't deem it to be fair. And then what Berlanga pretty did to his career leading into this fight with those kind of fights, it seems like the Puerto Rican fans have been saying this for a long time of Berlanga. Nah, he's good. He's good. No, the next fight, The next fight, he's gonna really turn up. No, the next one, no, not this one. No, no, no. The next one, oh no, no, no. Look, Berenga had a bad night. But the next time, and it seems like the fight fans, he kept them like that. You know, all fighters are due to that one bad performance and then come out and shine again. You know, that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do to win the hearts over of the fans again. And Berlanga didn't do any of that. Nor has he fought for a world title. Nor has he fought for nothing, bro. He doesn't have anything on his resume to even merit him this fight with Saul. And then when we see them feeding Saul Canelo Alvarez, this less of an opponent, what are you guys, blind because he's Puerto Rican? That you got somebody to back up? You're just going to be let down because this wasn't the right guy to represent us. And if he does come into the fucking match and he has a great performance but loses, then I believe Belenga's stock can go up. And I would support him. Even in a loss, if he had a good account for himself, I would fucking rock out with Berlanga because it would show me he was serious about boxing. As long as I know you're in there doing 100%, win, lose, or draw, I will support you. I'm not going to support you just because you're winning. What kind of friend is that? Oh, so you're only going to support me when I'm winning? You're not a friend at all. You're supposed to support him through the good, bad, or indifferent. Don't ever leave your fucking fighter. Because then I would just straight up say, you're just not a loyal person. I might not trust you neither. Right? But Berlanga's not doing that for me. He's not in there giving it 100%. And if he's not giving me 100% as a fighter, why should I give you 100% as a fan? Why am I giving you 100% to get my heart broken? When you're not doing that for me, I'm going to back my fighter, win, lose, or draw, rather, but that I know that my fighter, he or she is giving 100%. If she went out there or he went out there and he trained and he did and he fought the best he could and he got knocked out, I'm supporting him. Why? Because I got love for that fighter. I like his style. He just lost. That's all. Just like Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias lost in Puerto Rico, bro. You think I'm walking away from that man? Hell no. You think I think that he's done? Hell no. What do I tell you guys? Just wait. Subriel's going to be back. And he's going to go after that belt. Why? Because I know Subriel's giving us this. At least he's in there fucking fighting, training. Bro, he's earned the right for me to back him in a loss win, Subriel. As a fan, as a person that covers the sport. He's earned that right. What the fuck has Berlanga done to automatically solidify you as this 100% diehard fan because he's Puerto Rican and you are? You might be fucking looking at this with your heart. You might not be looking this. You're no longer looking at this as what the fighter's doing. You see? 100%. I'm not trying to discourage you. Change your mind about any fighter. You like that fighter? Damn it, support your fighter. For whatever reason it is. But me, I'm covering boxing. I don't have a favorite fighter. I support all fighters. I'll talk trash about some and do their due diligence. But if you hear me long enough, you'll hear me talk about the goods and the bads about that same fighter. So you're aware of how I feel in my view for the fighter. You know what I'm saying? I lay it all on the table. I give you everything I think of, all the facts that are there, some opinions, some insight, and some feelings. I wrap it up in a little gift and I give it to you. You open the gift and tell me, do you accept it? There's no right or wrong answer. If you accept it, that's the right one. If you don't, that's the right one. It's up to you. See? So I would love nothing more for Berlanga to shut all these motherfuckers up. Bro, I would be ecstatic. If he won that fight, bro, yo, that would be a fucking crazy night, man. It'd probably be an awesome feeling, man. I just I wish he really had a chance. I wish he had a better chance to fight such a skill fighter, man. To be honest, there's a huge skill gap here that I can't ignore. And Saul just has too much championship experience, too much title experience than Berlanga. What happens when we go into the later rounds and Berlanga has no championship experience? You know, what's going to happen? So, look, I love Berlanga. Win, lose, or draw, I'll still support him as a Puerto Rican, to cover him and everything. I'll still show him some love. But he just gotta, even if he loses this fight, if he turns his whole career around and he starts winning, starts doing things, man, I hope that one day he does become a world champion for Puerto Rico and for the Puerto Rican people, and that one day that we can all be proud of fighters such as Berlanga, and that Berlanga is not all talk, that he can also fight. And I wish him the best against Saul. I wish he proves a lot of these doubters wrong and everything. And I hope Puerto Rico has a good night. I really do. I really do. For as much as, but yeah. Eaten by an eagle. I still use signs. Yeah, Jerry, you crazy. I still use a pitching system. You guys are crazy. He uses the pitches and he say, I still use smoke signs, actions to communicate. You guys are stupid. Yo, he's got a home phone. What the fuck is a home phone, bro? You know what I'm saying? Is it that three shell thing with three she shells? No one knows how the three she shell works. All right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, guys. Yo, so like, yeah, man, I don't want you guys to think that like, I'm just not supporting or siding with Berlanga. Nah, I just know boxing and I know fighting, and I know when someone is the fight is not even. And if the fight's not even, then you're just really like, you're like praying for a miracle type shit. I don't think that it is even, but hey, it is what it is. Um I'm gonna look back into that Terence Crawford ticket sales before I end up this night too. I want to see how it's looking leading into Friday, Saturday night. Hopefully by lowering the tickets, they reach their goal. And I hope that the world gets to see how Turkey Al throws a party, and that people get jealous because they didn't go to this fight, and like people start to like text to each other and say, "Yo, you should have been here. It was the fucking best night." You know what I mean? And maybe on the next one or so, what they can really get the money that they're asking for, or did they really put this fight some ticket sales so high because of all the fucking payouts they're gonna have to pay for all these boxers? And that is that what typically happens, that the tickets are so outrageous? Yeah. So, hey guys, can I get some likes up in here? Can we click them likes? Look how many likes are up in here right now, guys. Come on, just let's click these like buttons real quick. So let's kick back on this later on and shit. And I want to talk some more about everything coming in for tomorrow and shit. That's what I mean. You know, I'm probably gonna be cutting this video short. Uh and I have some more things that I'm looking into, and I got some more announcements that I want to make. So I encourage you guys to turn on my Sunday shows. I'm gonna be doing a show in the morning with my co-host Camachito Rivera, and me and him we're gonna do boxing with breakfast on Sunday morning, right after the Terence Crawford fight on Saturday and everything. And then probably at Sunday evening, I'm gonna be going on Blue Blood Sports and talking about some of the fights over there with some of those guys over there and stuff. I've been going on different platforms and of late, just talking with other people about boxing and getting stronger in the field of reporting boxing and talking. So that's what I've been doing of late. And I hope you guys enjoy my channel. I hope you guys get something out of the channel. I always want to learn something about boxing. I'm a student of the game. I have built here a safe environment where we can go on and we can talk boxing and we can give our opinions on what we feel about our favorite fighter. And there's a judgment free zone. I don't have a favorite fighter. You could say whatever you would like about your fighter, and this is a safe environment to do so. So, fight fans, I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell notification icon. It'll alert you every time I drop a video. And like always, gentlemen, I'm on to the next one. After this one, everybody out there in the live chat, Armando, Carlos, Frontline, everyone that's in the chat tonight, thank you for tuning in. You guys always make it amazing. I do this for you guys. And have a great night out there. And I'm on to the next